Hey YouTube, it's Adrian. Just before we get you to this video, do me a favor and head over to pageantlaunch.com. We are starting the world's first dedicated pageant review site, and I would love for you to join our launch team. All you need to do is put in your email address. It's completely free. We are looking to make a pageant industry that is safe, transparent, and fair. I know it's like that most of the time, but over the last year, it's become very evident that it's not like that all of the time. So head over to pageantlaunch.com, put in your email address, and let's get you to this video.
Hi, I'm Vitoria Silva, finalist of Miss Teen Galaxy Portugal 2020, and this is my interview for the Pageant project.
Hey everyone, it's Adrian
Hi.
from the Pageant project, and I have with me Vitoria Silva, who is, I got her to say it in the introduction, now I need to make sure that I can say it, she's a Miss Teen Galaxy Portugal finalist for 2020. Vitoria, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
Now, am I understanding right? You've been wanting to do an interview with me for some time.
Yeah, since last year, actually.
Now, you're the first contestant of any division that I've interviewed from, well, not just from Portugal Galaxy, but Portugal full stop.
Yeah.
How did you first hear about what I was doing?
So I heard about you last year when I was competing in the junior division of Portugal Galaxy. And then I just followed you on Instagram and followed all your work and stuff, and I just got curious. So yeah.
And now here you are. So
Yeah.
why don't we start with, well, why don't you tell us something about Portugal and tell us, I've never been to Portugal, so I know nothing about
Yeah.
it. I was asking you about Corona a little bit earlier, and I was asking you about Portugal Galaxy because that's scheduled for November, whereas a lot of pageants in Australia, in the UK, in the US, they've all been postponed. So why don't you tell us a little bit about life in Portugal first, for those of us who have never been to Portugal?
Of course. So Portugal is a really beautiful country. I just love it. I love the weather here. We have like really nice beaches. Like tourists like to come to Portugal because it's a nice destination. So people like to spend holidays here. Life here is like good. And I really like my country. I really love to live here. So yeah, with Corona, like things just stopped a little bit, but we are returning to normal with baby steps.
Glad to hear it. Do you think it's possible? I know that last year, a few of the UK queens went to Portugal Galaxy to watch or to judge. I know Danielle
Yeah.
went over. She was one of them. Do you think it's possible they go over just because you guys have the sun and beaches?
I feel like they would love to come anyway, like if there is sun or not. Like I think they will love to like be in Portugal Galaxy finals again.
I'm sure they will, and I'm sure a few of them. Some of them must be planning to go to Portugal Galaxy this year. Do you know who? Can you tell us, or is that a secret?
I think Danielle posts about that, so I think she's coming, and I'm really glad for that because I love Danielle so much. So
What is it that you love about Danielle?
I love her kindness, and she always like supporting like queens and finalists, and that's just beautiful.
Yeah, she travels for pageantry more than I think anyone. She's traveled all around the world supporting people with pageantry. So speaking of that, why don't you tell us to begin with how you got involved with pageantry? I don't know if Portugal Galaxy was your first pageant, but why don't you tell us what got you? Okay, what got you interested in competing in pageantry?
So I entered a modeling agency in January last year, and then I got a casting for the first edition of Portugal Galaxy. And it was like a whole new thing to me. Like I didn't know nothing about fashion, like pageants and nothing. I only watched toddlers and tiaras, so um, so it was my first time, and I was really nervous because I really didn't know a thing about pageants. But I think that Joanna and Jenny really got me into that. And I think I've done a great job for the first year, but and I came out second runner-up in the junior division, but I wanted to do more and to back on stage like really prepared and doing a lot of appearances and a lot of work. So here I am, and I think I'm doing a really good job. So it's
Was
just my second year.
was last year the first year for Portugal Galaxy?
Yeah, it was. It was the very
Right.
first edition last year.
Right. Okay. How? So I know that your director is Jenny.
Yeah.
Do you know how she's related to UK Galaxy? Because I know that there's or like international Galaxy. Because I know they kind of all know one another, but I've never actually worked out how they all know one another. So how does Jenny know Holly, know Maria?
So Jenny and Millie, her daughter, like they competed in UK Galaxy pageants in 2018, and Jenny met Maria. So she like loved the concept of Galaxy International and wanted to brought it to Portugal. And yeah, here we are on the second edition of Portugal Galaxy.
Millie
Yeah,
was what crowns has Millie won? Because I've seen her with a sash, but I can't remember which one. Has she won one
yeah.
title? More than that, I can't
Yeah,
remember.
she won a title on the organization of Little Miss Great Britain, I
Miss Team
guess.
Great Britain. Yeah.
Yes,
So
yes,
that's run
sorry.
by Holly, who runs UK
Yeah.
Galaxy. Okay. It's okay. It's hard to remember who's won what. So last year was your very first pageant.
Yes, it was.
How did you find it?
I find it like on a casting, like of a modeling agency I was, and I met Jenny there. Like I did a presential casting there, and I met Joanna and Jenny, and I was really excited, and I was really nervous because I was a little insecure, like I am now, but not as I were in the last year as I was. So yeah, I was really nervous because I was new to all of this, but fortunately, I was one of the finalists of the very first edition. And I was really glad and excited, and that, yeah, yes,
Can you
sorry.
tell us? That's okay. Can you tell us more about the actual experience at Portugal Galaxy? So, I know, for example, Australia Galaxy runs quite differently from UK Galaxy. So, Australia
Mhm.
Galaxy has teen, it has Miss, it has Ms, and it has Mrs. But all of those divisions compete over 4 days. So, everyone needs to be
Yeah,
there 4 days. UK Galaxy, the divisions compete on different days. So, for example,
yeah, I know.
Danielle competed on the first day, and then after that, she didn't have to do anything. So with Portugal Galaxy, how is it organized? Do you have to compete over a few days? Did you just come in for one day, or how did
No,
that work?
just one day. So we have like the first meeting 5 months before the finals. And
Hmm.
then all of the months we do appearances, we have rehearsals, and we have one weekend where we do the pajama party, we have a
Hmm.
gym class, we have rehearsals, and we have the interview also and the white party. So like 1 month after that we usually have the finals, but with COVID we had to postpone the finals. So yeah, but we have only one day, and all the queens are crowned that day.
And which part? So you've only had one pageant so far, so your pageant journey
Yeah.
is just beginning. What part of your journey have you enjoyed most so far?
Well, that's a big question. So, um, I love being with my sisters of pageantry, and I love to be on that um, I love to be on rehearsals. I love to be with them. I love to be with the organization. But I love to do appearances. Last year, I didn't do like nothing. To be honest, I'm going to tell you, I just did 17 appearances, which is not quite
Well,
good. So,
that's a lot compared to some of the other girls. I mean, compared to some of the UK girls who are doing, like Crystal Cavey does over 100
yeah.
a year. So compared to her, but I mean, those are the highest.
Yeah, I
17 is
know.
a good start for your first year.
Um, but yeah, I love to do appearances, and this year I'm doing more and more. So I can tell I have more than 70 right now. So
Wow.
yeah, with COVID and all of the stuff, it was kind of harder, but I get my way to do it anyway. So yeah, but
Do
I
you know
just love
why?
all the pageants, all the pageant like history and at the finals. I love that. I love everything.
Do you know why you've fallen in love with pageantry so much? Because I've seen you post, and you
Yeah.
you follow a lot of the same queens that I follow. You follow a lot of the queens that I've actually in. So I know that you watch what they do, and you're often sharing what they do. So do you know why you've fallen in love with pageantry so much? I mean, you've only discovered it last year.
Yeah. So, since I was a little girl, I always loved like the world of arts, like cinema, music, video. I actually draw a lot, so I'm in a art school, and like the pageant industry is like a type of art, For me,
Mm.
it is. So, um, I just love like wasn't like only the thing about dressing pretty dresses and getting glammed and everything, but was about the charity work that we do because it wasn't like I thought. Like I just watched Toddlers and Tiaras, like I told you. So um, and I just love everything. And I remember like I was really sad just to came out with second runner up. But I remember Danielle went to backstage and telling us that we are brilliant. And then I discovered her Instagram and she told me to come back next year. And yeah, she kind of inspired me to that.
Did you have any difficulty understanding Danielle's accent?
No, no.
Do you have difficulties understanding any of the UK girls' accent? I mean, do you understand the Scottish accent, the Irish?
uh, I just talked like with Junior Miss Galaxy UK and Danielle. So, but I was also was with Joanna Johnson and Kelsey Polton and
Mhm.
Mia Rose because they were at the Portugal Galaxy finals. But I didn't talk to them. I just talked with Danielle and Junior Miss Galaxy UK. But I talked with Junior Miss Galaxy UK in an interview training with her. So yeah.
Okay, all right. Those are they're all quite easy to understand. Joanna and Kelsey are fairly easy to understand. Mia, actually, I've had Mia on a podcast. She speaks quite quickly when she gets excited. I had a little bit of difficulty understanding her. So she's Welsh. If you get to speak to her, I'll be interested to see
Okay.
if you can understand her. So tell us more about what you're doing at school. You said, is it drawing you do?
So, my school is kind of different here in Portugal. There's only two schools, like one in Lisbon and one in the north of Portugal, in Porto. Okay, so it's a professional art school. So, in the very first year in the high school, we do like we have like a subject where we explore all the different subjects of arts. Like we have ceramics and we have um, like photography and sound and video. So we try all of that things, and then on the next year we choose an area, So yeah, and I'm going to the. I don't know if it's like equal here in Australia, but I'm going to the second year of high school. So yeah.
It's a bit so. It's interesting seeing how different schools work. So here in Australia, You're 15, turning 16. You would be
Yeah.
what's for year 10. Our high
Well,
school starts at 13, so you would be in the fourth year of high school. And for us, the high school is compulsory. Like you have to go up until
yeah.
year 10. So if you were here in Australia, you could finish school after the end of this year, and it goes up to year 12. And then after that, you have university or college, as the
Yeah.
Americans call it. And I think that's fairly similar to what they have in the UK. So, how many more years of high school would you have?
Like I have this one starting in September, and I have another one. Then I go to university or college, and yeah.
Right. Have you thought that far ahead, as in terms of what you want to study in university or college? Do you want to take a break and do some traveling, or have you not thought about it yet?
Uh, I think I'm going to keep my studies, and I'm going to keep hard study. So yeah.
And have you given any thought to what you want to do for a career apart from pageantry?
Um, like I love modeling too, but I didn't think about that yet because I'm really focused on pageantry. So yeah, I didn't quite think about it.
Right. And you said last year you came second runner up,
Yeah.
which in your first year is amazing. You said you were sad though. So this year, what are your goals going into Portugal Galaxy for 2020? Do you have no goals? You just want to do your best? Do you want to do better than second runner up, or are you only going to be happy if you win?
My main goal is to do better than last year, and I just really get involved with all the charity and all the sisterhood of Galaxy. So this year was to get involved in the Galaxy community and to get involved in my own community with work, charity work. But of course, I want to give the crown another shot.
Of course. I can. There's no shame in saying that you want to win.
Yeah.
I respect someone who says. Now you've got a couple of people sending you some love hearts. So I don't know if you know these
Oh,
people.
no.
Alicia has sent you a love heart. Hello, Alicia. And
Thank
Tian
you.
Staines has also sent a love heart. Alicia and Tian, if I don't know if are you from Portugal or UK or somewhere else? Everyone's welcome here. We talking about the charity work. You said you really enjoyed the charity work. Have there been
Mhm.
any sort of charities or causes that have been really close to your heart? Because I mean, there are so many charities that you could work for. Have there been
Yeah.
any that you sort of really become attached to?
So I really got attached to the Ronald McDonald House Charity because when I was 4, I have kind of a blood disease. Like I almost was diagnosed with leukemia. I don't know how do you.
Leukemia. It's a
Yeah,
cancer of the
yeah.
blood. Wow. Okay.
So I thought myself, if like Galaxy is involved with the Ronald McDonald House charities, then I'm going to like whenever I have the chance to get involved with them. So I just visit the Lisbon Ronald McDonald House charity twice, and I just love being there. So it's a really like close cause to my heart. So yeah.
That makes sense. Alicia here has said that she's from the UK. Hello, Alicia. Uh,
Hello.
I mean, talking about the UK Galaxy girls, I mean, the UK Galaxy family is huge, as you know.
Yeah. Yeah,
Probably the
I
big
know.
Galaxy family around the world. It's in fact UK Galaxy might even be bigger than International Galaxy in some
Yeah, I
respects.
know.
Who are your biggest inspirations in the pageant world? And it's okay, you can list a few. You don't have to just list one.
Okay.
I know that you have a few inspirations. So, who are some of the queens or title holders or just pageant people that inspire you?
So, my biggest inspiration in pageantry world is Katrina Gray. Um, I just love her, and I also love Danielle. I just love her, and I was really, really glad that she made it, that she got the title and she won. I was really happy for that for her, and I also love Kelsey Polton. And I love the Miss Galaxy Australia 2020. Um, so
Brienne,
she
Brienne
started
Hart.
talking to me like to get involved, and then I just loved her, and she always trying to help me. So yeah. But I also love the Miss Universe Brazil 2019, Julia Horta, and I'm doing like a challenge of her, and yeah, like I'm having like coaching with her. Can I say
Mm-hmm.
that? Okay.
Oh, you tell me. I'm okay with you saying it. Maybe you're not allowed to say it, but yeah, it's fine with me.
Okay. So that's it. But of course, like I also get like three of more my inspirations besides pageantry. It's like my directors, of course, Joanna and Jenny, and my mom, of course. My mom like is always trying to get me new things to do, and she also like about my fashion. I'm going to tell a little bit this year. So my mom just bought evening wear, and she like turned it into fashion wear. So she like spent a lot of time there, and the fashion wear is just amazing. I can tell you, I didn't expect like that of my mom, not because I won't trust of her work,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
she was really insecure about what she was doing. Like she was telling me, I'm going to like um, piss off the dress, and I'm going to make a mess in this. But then it really turned amazing, and I wasn't expecting that because she was really insecure about that.
So it turned out better than you expected. Turned out better
Yeah.
than she. Okay. Can you give us any, and you don't have to give us anything if you don't want to, but can you give us any hints as to what it looks like? I know these things are very closely guarded secrets,
Yeah.
but you said it turned out well. So can you tell us anything, or do you have to not say anything?
So I can tell it's the same color of my evening last year.
Do you
I
have
can tell the
any?
color.
Well, can you tell me what color is? Because I don't know what color that is. I'm
Okay.
gonna guess blue.
Yeah, it's blue. It's royal blue.
Okay. Good. That's a good choice. How many? I mean, I guess November. Geez, November is only three months away.
Yeah.
What other parts do you have organized so far, apart from the fashion wear?
Um. Sorry. Can you repeat?
Do you have the evening wear sorted? Do you
Oh,
have the
yeah. I have
wear
everything already.
already?
Yeah.
So you don't have anything to do now. You got prepared so early. You're very organized.
No, I always keep
You-
on doing appearances, but for the finals, it's all set up.
Right. Okay. And when you get to finals, which
Mhm.
part is your favorite? Is it being on stage? Is it the interview? Is it meeting the girls, meeting the other people? Like, which part for you is your most favorite part?
So on the finals day, we don't do interview. We have a weekend, like I told you, to do the interview. But I love being on stage. I love that. I really love. I like it's so much emotions that I don't
Mm.
remember quite well what is the feeling of being in stage. Like I remember being there, but I just remember like seeing the people, on the crowd, but not quite well. I was just so nervous because it was my first time on a stage like that, like on the stage.
Yeah.
So I was really excited and really happy to be there, and I was just trying to do my best. So yeah.
How's your walk?
I think my walk is really good. Like last year, it was like based on what Jenny and Joanna taught us. Not
Mm.
that was bad. Like Joanna and Jenny like have a good catwalk.
Mm.
When I saw Jenny catwalking for the first time, I was really surprised. She does catwalk really good.
Yeah.
So but I also watched like many YouTube videos, like Catriona Gray's catwalk, and many of the other girls. But uh, usually like the Miss Universe girls. I think that, yeah. But I'm trying to get better and better and better.
Do you practice that every day? I mean, you've organized your wardrobe, so you have all your outfits and your fashion
Yeah.
sorted. Are you practicing interview? Are you practicing your walk? What parts are you practicing in the lead up to Portugal Galaxy?
So I'm practicing like I have stopped like training catwalk for like 1 month, and now I'm just trying to get up where I was. So yeah, but I think it's going to be just fine.
Are you looking forward to it? Like, are you nervous, excited, or
I'm
both?
really nervous. Like it's my second time on stage, so people would like tell me, "No, you don't have like reasons to be nervous. It's your second time, so you are just prepared." But not. No, I am actually more nervous because I want to do better than last year, and I'm a little bit insecure. So I am afraid that I just get with second runner up again. But yeah, I think I'm doing great. So um, I will get what I deserve. So if I'm doing good work, I think I will do great.
Sounds good to me. If there's someone watching who, let's say, is around about your age, so 15, 16, and they're thinking
Yeah,
about maybe doing a pageant, I mean, it could be Portugal Galaxy, or they could be in another country, who knows?
yeah.
But what would you say to a young girl who was thinking about entering pageants for the first time?
So I would tell her that if it is her dream, she just have to follow and let it be because she will do it amazing. Like pageants, I think that every girl in my country should do pageants because like now that we are teenagers, we have like self-esteem problems and insecurity. So like pageants brought to me a humble side of myself, a more humble side of myself. They just let me grow a lot. um I'm just doing pageants like 1 year and a half, so I'm really new to pageantry. But I wasn't like the type of girl that wears earrings like a year and a half ago. So
Mhm.
I wasn't like the girl who wore makeup and who dresses like quite well and classy and elegant. So pageants brought me a more feminine side of myself, a
Mhm.
humble side of myself. Like I was really shy and really insecure when I was talking to people. But now I can say that when I got to school and do my speaking, because we have like English and we have the English speaking, I can tell that I get 19. And when I was 2 years ago, I just got like 15 and things about that because I was really nervous. I just turned red and that really happens. I swear. And and yeah, I can tell that pageants literally changed my life forever, and I'm doing them for a long time.
Well, I can tell you that teenage girls all around the world
Yeah,
suffer from the same thing. It's obviously not just a Portuguese thing. It's not even just girls. Even young men suffer from that self-esteem issue. When you do the interviews for Portugal Galaxy, are they done? Just this is a silly question, but are they done in English or are they done in Portuguese?
so we have one question in English, and the rest of the interview we do in Portuguese. But I remember that this year I entered the room and I started talking English, like, and they were doing Portuguese questions to me, and I was talking English because I trained that like a lot, and I just entered the room talking English. But
Did
then,
they
of
want
course, I
you to
talk
speak in English,
Portuguese.
or did they want you to answer in Portuguese?
No, were questions I answered in Portuguese, of course. But I remember they did the first question in Portuguese and I answered in English. But yeah.
So you speak Portuguese. You
Yeah.
obviously you speak English. That's
Yeah.
already one more language than I speak. Do you speak any other languages or just those two for now?
So I understand Spanish because I have Spanish blood, like my grandmother, I think.
Hmm.
Um, she was Spanish, so yeah. And I actually understand French. I have French in school. I have like 18, but I don't speak quite well. I just understand it. But yeah.
Okay. And my father speaks Chinese. And then he learned English. He always said that you're fluent in a language when you dream in it. So when you're
Yeah.
dreaming, do you dream in Portuguese or do you dream in English?
I do in Portuguese.
Yes. Okay. That's what my dad said anyway. He said the language you dream in or the language you do maths in. So when you're doing
Yeah.
maths, you're thinking in your head, the language that you think in is your native or your most preferred
Yeah,
language.
yeah.
Just for me, I know French. I don't really know much Spanish. Can you count from 1 to 10 in Portuguese? Just,
Okay. One. No, sorry.
I know what, that's English in Portuguese.
Sorry. Dois, três, quatro, cinco, seis, sete, oito, nove, 10.
And can you do it in Spanish?
In Spanish, don't. In French, I can. I think.
In French, it sounds quite similar to Spanish and obviously to French as well.
Yeah.
Just hearing it. Okay. Well, that's good. I've learned something today. Not that I, but I'll go back and listen to it until I can count from 1 to 10 in Portuguese. So, Victoria, outside of school and outside of pageants, what
Mhm.
do you do? What sort of things do you like to do just in your spare time, if you have any spare time? A lot of pageant
Yes, I am.
have any spare time. So, I'm going to ask you, what hobbies do you have?
I really love drawing. Uh, and I love to dance, even I don't think I have like quite the talent to do that. But I love to sing actually. Um, but always there are always people trying to tell me like go to the Voice Portugal when you have the chance. So no, I'm just going to sing in my room or in the shower. That's quite fine to me. Um, I love writing too. I actually have a good writing. Um, and I love to spend time with my family. I love to watch movies. Actually, I love the Disney universe. So yeah, I watch a lot of movies. And actually, I love the fictional character of Harley Quinn of DC. Um, I
Oh,
really
now
love that.
that's an
Yeah,
unusual.
I
Harley
love
Quinn
her.
isn't exactly a pageant girl. Why Harley Quinn?
I saw the character first time on the movie Suicide Squad, and I literally fell in love with her. But I think my love with the character just started like 1 year ago. I did 2 cosplays of her. uh, yeah, and I have like Funko Pops of her and everything. I have books of her, so I'm really like the type of fan.
She's quite a dark character, though. You know, that's the one that was played by Margot Robbie, isn't it? And she
Yeah,
was what? It's basically the Joker's on and off again girlfriend. Is yeah,
yeah, it is.
a little bit crazy, Victoria.
Like I know that she's a little bit crazy, not a little bit, like a lot crazy, but um I watched the series, the animated series, and the recent ones like in 2019, and I kind of saw her kindness side, the kind side of her, and
Mm.
she's not like bad at all, that she's just insecure and she's trying to find her own place and where she belongs, where in the final she belongs to herself and she has to find herself when she's just trying to fit
Right.
in whatever. place she can. So it was the same with Joker, but then they break up, and Harley Quinn came with that girl power, and yeah.
You said you did cosplay for Harley Quinn a couple of times. The girls that I know, because a lot of girls love the Harley Quinn character, and it might be because of Margot Robbie, I'm not sure. But they're always, is it a baseball bat that she has? Is that part of the costume? She always seems to be going around with a baseball bat.
She has one, and she has a hammer too. She also
hammer?
have a gun. Yeah, she also have a gun, but like the type of hammers that we use on the like on holidays, like on that type of parties. Like I don't know how to tell the
Holiday.
word. Yeah,
You should
like
hammer on your holidays. That's an interesting. You mean like a really big hammer?
Yeah, one of them.
Okay, a sledgehammer. Not okay.
Yeah.
It's called a sledgehammer, really, really long, not the little one where you're just hammering in nails. I was like, why? You're going on holidays and you need a hammer. What sort of holidays are you going on? You guys do holidays differently in Portugal. Well, that's an interesting choice, Harley Quinn. I want to pick that for a pageant contestant. Is there any chance that we see your Harley Quinn costume at Portugal Galaxy, or it's not?
No, I split like all my hobbies and my personal life and my pageant life quite well.
Okay. All right. So it's in November, Portugal Galaxy. Obviously, a lot of the girls are going over. I don't know if you thought about it, but win or not, have you thought about how long you want to compete in pageantry for? Do you think you're going to be competing in it just for a year? Do you think you see yourself doing it for 5 years, 10 years, or you haven't really thought about it? You're just thinking about 2020.
I think I'm going to do pageants like around 23, because my main goal, if I can tell, is Miss Universe Portugal. And I know like it's ambitious goal, but I'm really working hard. And last year I did nothing. I'm going to tell you, and to be honest with you, I didn't work like as I wish and as I can work. So because I'm a very dedicated person and I'm very persistent and determined, and when I focus one thing, like I do it and I do it well. Because I'm really perfectionist. Like I'm doing birthday day 2 of September. So I'm Virgo. I'm really perfectionist, and so when I do a thing, I do it well. And if I don't, I will try again and again and again and again. Yeah.
Sounds good. There's a lot of pageant girls who are perfectionists, believe me.
I believe that.
For Miss Universe, so we're talking about, you said 23, so let's say 8 years' time. What parts do you think you want to work on yourself for so that you'd be ready to compete for Miss Universe?
Of course, speech. I have to work a lot on speech. Like I know English and I know I talk good English, but when I get nervous, I just yeah. So of course I have to like work a lot on my speech and on my catwalk. Yeah.
I think in 8 years, that's enough time for the catwalk part anyway. If you
Yeah.
if you work on your catwalk for 8 years, you should be pretty good.
Yeah.
I didn't get you to do this, but for those of you watching live, I always get my interviewees to record an introduction before we go live. So Vitoria had to say, I'm Vitoria Silva, Miss Teen Galaxy Portugal 2020 finalist, and this is my interview with the pageant project. Just because you do speak another language, can you do that in Portuguese for us? Because I would like to hear how it sounds in Portuguese. I've never heard of Portuguese before.
Okay, so sou Vitoria Silva, finalista do Miss Teen Galaxy Portugal 2020, e esta é a minha entrevista para o The Pageant Project.
Wow. That sounded shorter than in English. You can say it faster in Portuguese and I can say it in English. So that was impressive. Okay. Vitoria, well, as I'm sure you know, we always finish the interviews with the same 10 questions.
Yeah, I know.
And if you don't know that by now, I don't know what you've been watching. But before we do the final 10, is there anyone that you want to just say thank you to or give a shout out to for supporting you in pageantry, but also in life as well?
So, I wanted to say thank you to my mom and to my family as well, to my friends. Um, but in the pageant role, I wanted to say thank you to Jenny. She always believed in me, and that's really great. And I feel really grateful for having her as my director. And of course to Danielle, because she also never like give up on me. So yeah. And for everyone of the pageant family, of course, because I also get a lot of support of the international platform. So yeah.
Of course. And just before we go to the final 10, I forgot to ask you, because we always talk about food on our
Yeah.
interviews, our podcast. If I was to go to Portugal, what Portuguese food should I try?
So you could try pastel de nata. It's like
I don't know what that is.
it's a typical Portuguese food. So, but it's like a mini cake. I don't know how to tell that, but it has like I can really tell what it looks like. I can send you a photo on Instagram. It's easier for me to
Is it
show you what is it.
like a cupcake? Like a tiny cake?
Sort of. Uh,
Interesting. What's it called again?
pastel de nata.
What is it made from? Is it made from like flour or is it made from something
Yeah,
special?
it is. It is, and it has like the middle of it. It's like um, it's really sweet, and it's like made of natas. I don't know how you can tell that in English.
It's okay. I'll have to try it. We always talk about food because here the only thing that we have Portuguese in Australia is Portuguese chicken. But I don't.
Okay.
To me, it's just chicken with a bit of piri piri sauce on it. I don't think it's really Portuguese. So I just wanted to know
It's okay.
actually real Portuguese food, not just this Portuguese chicken.
You can also try cozido à portuguesa. And we have actually really good fish. So try a
Oh,
salmon or or sardine or everything. Just try fish in here in Portugal because it's really good.
I do love seafood. Okay, so I'm set with that. All right, good seafood. I'm there. Okay, Victoria, let's go to the final 10 questions, which I'm sure you've heard many, many times. And don't make the same mistake that Danielle did. You don't have to answer them really, really quickly. You can take your time.
Okay.
Okay, so question 1, and these ones could be in Portuguese or English because first question is, what is your favorite word? And it might be in Portuguese, I don't know.
In Portuguese, it might be compreensível. It's like comprehensive, like you know.
Okay.
Okay. And in English, it might be destination. I like the sound of nation. I don't know. Every word ended with nation, I like to say. So yeah.
Nation. What other? I'm trying to think of another word that ends in nation. I can't think of one. I'm drawing a blank. Let's move on to the second question. What is your least favorite word? And again, you could have one in Portuguese and one in English if they're different.
In Portuguese, it might be. Ooh, that's a hard one. It might be like nojento. It's like naughty in English.
Okay.
Here in Portugal is nojento. Something gross is nojento.
Okay. I'm learning a lot of Portuguese words. Do you have a word in English that you don't like?
I don't like um, squirrel. It's like an animal. It is.
A squirrel.
Yes, I
A
don't like
little.
it.
Why do
Yeah,
you like squirrels? They're so cute.
I don't know the way you say the word. I don't like it. Like I love squirrels, but I just don't know. I just don't
Have
like to
you
say
ever
the word.
have you ever been to the UK?
No, I only have been in Spain. So yeah.
Because I've been to the UK several times, and they have a lot of squirrels, and they look really cute. It's not like
I
our,
love them. I love the animal itself, but I just don't like the word in English.
but apparently, like I saw them and I thought they were really cute because they were running around in the park, and I wanted to bend down to touch them. But apparently, you shouldn't do that because if you do that, they will jump all over you, and you'll be covered in squirrels, and they'll start biting you.
They would hate me.
I don't know. I mean, I'm not worried about the squirrels. I'd be more worried about you. You'd be covered in squirrels.
Yeah.
Anyway, question 3. What gets you excited in life?
I just love traveling. I don't travel a lot, but when I travel, and usually I travel inside of my country, especially now with COVID-19, we have to support our country. So I just love to be in Zimbra. We have like really nice beaches there. I love the north of Portugal. I've been in Chaves, which is nearly to the north of Spain.
Mhm.
So Portugal has like really nice places and really beautiful places. So when you have the opportunity, come to Portugal because we love it.
That might not be for some time. We're not allowed to
Yeah.
travel anywhere at the moment. My government, if I want to travel to Portugal, I have to ask my government for permission
Yeah.
because they don't want us to come back because they don't want us to come back with Corona, obviously.
Of
But
course.
it is on my list. Okay, so question 3 is what gets you excited, what turns you on. Question 4,
Yeah.
what turns you off?
Um, I don't like to be like quiet. I don't like to be just doing nothing. I always try to do something. But actually I procrastinate a lot. But I really like I am a lazy person, but I don't like to be a lazy person, it's just I procrastinate a lot, but I just don't like to be like quiet and doing nothing.
So you're lazy, but you don't want to be lazy.
No. I'm trying to work on that.
That's interesting. I know exactly what you mean, actually. It sounds a bit silly, but I
Yeah.
know exactly what you mean. Okay. Question 5. What sound or noise do you love?
I love the sound of birds singing. Like I love nature. I love to be in nature and the beach, in the forest, in the woods, and I just love the sun and the ocean. But I really love to wake up and like listen to the birds singing. It's just amazing.
When it goes sunny, do you tan or do you burn?
I tan. I'm really white, but I tan, and I can tell you like in this moment I have a really good tan. So yeah.
I was going to say, you look quite tan. I'm just thinking because of all the UK girls going over to Portugal. And it's funny because a lot of the UK girls, when
Yeah.
they go to the sun, they just all burn because they never get to see any sun. So I was just wondering. Okay.
Yeah.
Question 6. What sound or noise do you hate?
I hate when people scream like near me on my on my ear. It's just terrible. I think like anyone hates to like have a person near them screaming, but I just hate them. But
You
if you will put me like watching
screaming?
a horror movie, I will scream too.
You mean watching a horror movie, right? Not
Yeah.
just any movie. Okay, all right. I was gonna
I
say,
hate horror movies.
you can't watch a horror movie?
No, no.
What's
If I watch
scary?
one, then people will have to follow me everywhere I go in my house. I really hate it. Like I can be on dark, like I actually sleep at dark, but if you put me watching a movie, then I have to have like lights in my room when I will go to sleep. Because when I watch a movie, my family usually scares me after that. Yeah, they
Or
like they have one clown mask just to my stepfather has one just to like scare me and my brother sometimes.
everyone is scared of clowns. What's the scariest movie that you've ever managed to see, like the
The ring.
whole way through? That's pretty scary. Have you seen The Grudge?
No, I've yeah I watched the Japanese one.
That's probably
Worst
scary.
decision of my life.
The Grudge is a properly scary movie, and the Japanese version is scarier
Yeah,
than.
I know. I will never watch it again. Never.
How long did it take you before you could sleep after watching that movie?
So I watch it on daylight. So yeah, but I remember entering in my room and my and my brother just went under the bed, and just
Yeah.
pull my feet off, and I was like, "Why? You know that I'm scared. Why are you doing that?"
I was going to say exactly the same thing because that, for me, that was the scariest part in The Grudge, is a
Yeah,
little boy hiding under the bed, and then he just reaches out and grabs your ankle. I'm so glad your brother
I
did
just
that too.
jumped.
I bet you screamed. I'd be impressed if you didn't pass out. You didn't faint, did you?
No, I didn't. But I was really scared, and I was really mad at my parents and my brother because my parents knew that, and they just loved to see me scared, scared, and yeah.
I tell you, it would have made a really good TikTok. Someone should have filmed it.
But besides The Grudge and The Ring, I just watched it. But and Ouija. I didn't watch like properly Ouija. I just have my eyes closed for half of the movie. I just heard the movie, and even
Not a
I just
podcast. Yeah,
even if I was just hearing the movie, I get scared.
still scared.
I
Okay.
got scared.
I don't know there's much point watching a movie with your eyes closed, Victoria, but
Like I was just really scared, because if you put me like watching Annabelle or something, it's adult. It's like
hmm,
I think that it's like not usual to happen, but I kind of believe in spirits.
hmm.
So it's like easier to believe that spirits exist, like things possessed and monsters and something like that. Spirits are quite real in a certain way. So you can literally put me watching a spirit movie related.
So if I go to Portugal Galaxy and
Mhm.
turn the lights off and I hide under a table or something, then I reach out and grab you,
I
you
probably
don't want to, you
I will
probably
probably
scream and
be
pass
in
out.
panic. I will probably be in panic. Like imagine I'm catwalking on the stage and the lights go off and you just pull my feet off. I might fall actually. I might just fall in stage.
I think you might fall, but then I think I'm pretty sure you'd run away screaming. So, as I said, it would make a good TikTok. Uh, okay, that's enough scaring you. Question 7. If you could have any one superpower, what would you
Mhm.
pick and why?
I think I actually thought about this question a lot. But I think I would love to have the superpower to take any pain for people. Like, uh, how can I tell that? Not. all the physical pain, like the psychological pain, because there are certain pains that makes us grow, but
Mhm.
all all the unnecessary pain, I
Yeah,
would take off.
yeah, I can understand that. Got Bruno here giving you a wave. I don't know
Yeah,
if
it's
you
my friend. Thank you.
saying hi. Okay, question 8. Now it's different because you're still in school. So normally
Yeah.
it's what job other than your own would you like to attempt? So why don't we just go with once you're finished with school, what job or what occupation would you like to attempt? I mean, you've mentioned modeling already, so would it be
Yeah.
modeling?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it will. You would.
Do you have the ultimate dream of being a Victoria's Secret model? That tends to be the ultimate dream for
Actually, don't. I like to be more a model, like a photographic model,
Okay. Yeah.
Like I
Okay.
love to catwalk, but as a miss, not as a model.
Okay. Sounds good. So like a fashion model.
Yeah.
Okay. What job would you definitely not like to attempt apart from horror movies?
Um, I don't know, maybe police officer, because it's quite dangerous. Like, um, besides horror movie, I consider myself a brave person, but I don't imagine myself like fighting against crime that way, with a gun. And no, if I saw like a criminal or something, I would just block that way. I will get scared, So police officer doesn't work for me.
Okay, that makes sense. Final question. If heaven exists, what would you like to hear God say when you arrive at the pearly gates?
Well, um, I would love to hear him say like that I did great, that I did my best to work on a better planet. Yeah.
Sounds good. Okay. Well, Victoria, we are just about done. So
Yeah.
thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much for receiving me.
And I was looking at something here. I just Googled scariest movie scenes of all time. I don't, maybe we shouldn't. I was going to make you watch it, but then you might not be able to sleep. Some of them look quite scary. Um, so I'll keep you with me for just a sec whilst I hang up with the audience. So thank you to
Of
everyone
course.
for watching, whether it's live or on the replay. And we will speak to you again very, very soon.
Thank you.
Hey guys, it's Adrian again. If you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe, and remember to head over to pageantlaunch.com and join the launch team for our pageant review site. All you need to do is put in your email address. Thanks, and speak to you next time.